All right, so we want to fix this basket bit here. So we wanted to essentially display the correct items in here. So in order to do that, we want to essentially go ahead and first and foremost ensure we add an item correctly to the basket. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a card item, and we're going to basically utilize this card item up here. At the moment, we are not getting the quantity correct. So if we go ahead, there we go. The quantity needs to be here because otherwise it's incrementing, adding too many items into the basket in one single go. So that's the first thing we need to do. We're calling update, that saves the basket, stores it in the session. We don't have the basket in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just close these down. We need to do a few things in here. So inside our basket class, we want to essentially have these two functions here. We want to have mount, we want to have a public function refresh basket. We're going to have a decrease and an increase. In here, we're going to pass through a string of a hash. That's the hash we're going to use to increase / decreases. We're going to add void to these because we're not returning anything. For the return, for the refresh basket, we actually want to have just void as well because we're just setting it up here. We're going to import Laravel. We're going to just get it from here. Then we're going to have an array in this case, public array of card items. I'm going to set this card items to a collection of this card get items. We're then going to map through them, and we're basically going to go ahead and map through it and just have the irrelevant information in here. Like this. Now this will get most of the options in here that we get from the basket. Now lastly, we also do need our blade view to be updated for this to work. So we're going to go ahead and work on this now. We're going to get rid of the script section because we don't need that anymore. For this div up here, let's go ahead and just have an X data. We're going to have open set to false. We're going to entangle card items. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to have click dot axon click. Actually, just do click actually like this. Click dot away. We're just going to say open equals false. Class is going to be relative inline block text left. Now for this button, we are not going to make much difference. We're just going to have click where we change it around. Now we can leave the SVG as is. For the span, we just want to go ahead and change how we retrieve the total number of items. We're just calculating it here by getting the basket up here, and then we will get the number of items. Now for this div, I don't think we're changing much at all, so we're just going to go ahead and have it like this. And then we're going to go through and iterate through everything. So if we go and close this template, we're going to have in here image, if not a placeholder image. We are going to go ahead and add item.name, item.variant, decrease it using the item.hash, item.quantity here, and then increase here. Now, if we go ahead and add something, refresh the page, nothing happens. So we have a few errors here. So basket is not defined. See if we just made a typo. We did. Yeah. All right. Perfect. So we can now go ahead and increase, decrease. We get an issue when we click on it too many times. So let's go ahead and try to add a few different variants. They show us different ones, which is perfect. And we can remove it. It's just if you click too fast, it will give this error. There we go. So we want to have a proper image here for the variant as well. But that's all for this video. This is how we essentially got the card items in the basket to work. If we refresh, you can see it's updated again. There's 7 items. Now there's 8. Automatically increases up here. The only other thing we want to go ahead and do is essentially inside product variant selector. We want to dispatch refresh basket. And we should just be able to do something as simple as saying protected listeners equals to refresh. So if we go ahead and just, can we click too quickly? Didn't seem to refresh automatically. So let's try to see if we can do something else about it. So if we say on refresh basket, so we're calling this function again and setting it. There we go. Now it automatically goes ahead and we update the basket in here with the correct items. So if we go ahead, delete it completely, add an item, click on here. Perfect. We have a basket that now responds completely automatically to when we add items, and it just works like magic. We will fix the image in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.